Alright, hello guys. Welcome again to another Raid Shadow Legend video. And this time I wanna make some kind of new start. So basically I want to start a new account with each and every one of the starter champions. So basically Gaelic, Athel, Elhain and mm, okay. I was just checking if it's recording. Yeah, so I want to start with Gaelic, with Athel, Elhain, and Kale. And in this video, we're gonna start with Athel, okay? Because for me, she's not bad, but she's not good either. Okay, let's pay attention, because I'm always used to choose Kale, so I don't wanna make a mistake. And together with this video, there's a lot of startup links where you can start an account with loads of very good champions. Now we've got another one where you've got what is face um, Harvest Jack, which is not a bad champion, but you know some of the champions, when they are not good, they still good to use as a chicken. So you never lose nothing with this game. That's why a lot of people struggle with this game, and I don't really understand why. You know, you got nothing to lose. Drinking my coffee. And along the way, I'm gonna teach you my way of playing. Each and every one of us has a different way of playing. I've got my own way. I don't say it's the best one ever, but you will decide which way you want to start the game. And our link, I don't know, I think I choose one with someone with the poisons, I hope. Otherwise we have to chase for a outland monk, which is basically an uncommon, but he is got tier for clan boss because he has poisons and it's not hard to level up and get him ready for clan boss. I don't know, I think I choose one with Glenril. Let me just check very quick. Yeah, okay, so we don't need to chase for that guy. Either way, it's always good to know if you need a poisoner. If I saw him in the market or in the shards, I will let you know. who is that guy. For now we just stick with the champions we've got. Okay, and now first I like to start on this one because I will do it again very slow. You see this? This is XP banner or whatever you wanna call it, okay? This one makes your champions level quite fast, okay? And so we're gonna take advantage of that. We're gonna clear this stage 7 first. Crit rate in faction creeps, okay, so it doesn't matter in here, so we're gonna do like that. And yeah, the best way to play this game is to take advantage of the little things that most people ignore, but you should do it anyway because it gives you more. I will show you another way where we're gonna get about 650, I think, or 550 of sort of a coins that you can exchange for energy. Okay. I will show you in a minute, but for now we're just gonna just ignore these messages, okay? Because we're gonna put the gear after we did this part of the game, which is Karawa Castle, and the one after as well. And the reason why is because that way we get 2 full sets of gear. Actually, not top gear, but it's average gear that we're gonna use to progress in the game. I will show you in a minute. And most likely, some of the things that I used to do with Kale as my starter, now with Athel, it's gonna be quite different. Because even though she's got weaken, she's got actually good skills, but it's more to kind of Fire Knight and to Clan Boss because, as I said before, she has weaken. Apart from that, she's not very good to be a campaign farmer, and that's why most people should go for Kale. But still, we do it this time with Rifle. I'm about to do with 4 of them. Okay, now we do it with Eiffel. Next time we're gonna do with probably Gaelic. It's not in any particularly order, it's just the champions that I like most, I will keep him for last, and the ones that I don't really like them, I will go first with them, which is the case of Athel. Which probably I should start first with Gaelic, because honestly, I almost never play with Gaelic. I don't know why I don't really like him. I don't, he has decreased defense, AoE, I think, but still, I don't know. Eiffel, when she is ascended and kind of 5 stars, she could actually be a bit strong, you know. Of course, she likes the poisons, so she likes damage. But, as I said, for Fire Knight, which you can grab stun gear, shield gear, regeneration gear, you know, you can actually use it. And so, I mean, as I said before, you got nothing to lose in this game. You have to improvise with the champions you've got. We will see how it goes. And I don't know if we're gonna do a kind of episodes or kind of a chapters or whatever, because there will be a point in time that we are not able to progress further in the game because he asks you to do uh, 3 stars for your clan, 3 stars for a day, I think, something similar to that, and then he asks you to do half a million of damage in clan boss, and you're gonna spend your clan boss keys. You've got 2 keys in the first mission that you have to do, so you're not gonna be able to complete that of half a million damage on clan boss. So we will stop there, and then we will carry on in another chapter. Okay. And I did some videos in the past, and they are not very good quality because the screen, it doesn't show up all the screen. I don't know why, because I'm using OBS Studio, so it might be something with OBS Studio, which I don't know. It seems to work properly, but I don't know. You can still watch it, but it's not the best quality ever. I apologize for that. The sound, I think it's magnific. And so yeah, as long as you learn something, I think you should watch the video, learn some tips and tricks, and then create an account yourself. and try to improve on some steps. Alright. And don't worry if you lose something, okay? Or sometime. You see, we've got the full set in here. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna grab this gear. This is lifesteal gear. If you don't know or if you never played this game, this gear, it's kind of when you hit your opponent, you gain some health. Okay, so basically, the many attacks you do, the more health you kind of regenerate. Of course, it takes some time. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to save yourself from dying, which is yeah, heals by 30% of damage dealt. So you deal damage to your opponent and you regenerate some. And here, what I'm looking for is pieces with speed. But first, we have to choose some of this gear. This one, it's actually great. Okay. Accuracy, flat attack, flat defense, accuracy 8, accuracy 9. Okay, so we go for this one. Okay. And now we will see this one is great. It has some speed. And this one as well and some crit rate. Okay. And now we're gonna create a preset. This is the first tip. Okay. Lifesteal. And this is very good because if now you want to change her gear, you can change whatever you want. Okay, just follow my lead. I just tell you. Okay, and this one we're gonna choose HP. Okay, so if I wanna keep Athel with this one, I could do like that, and she has now HP. Of course, she's not good with HP, so we're gonna put her back on lifesteal. Okay, this one, the one real for now. She is an attack champion, so she needs attack gear, crit rate, but we're gonna put this one because he has speed. Remember, speed is king in this game. Whatever you find speed, you equip your champion with speed. Okay, this one we're gonna put attack. Okay, we can equip, so we've got 1, 2. Now the HP we can put on our lovely for priest, and we can level this gear to level 4 because there's one mission that he asks us to level 4 pieces of this gear into a support champion, and she is a support champion. It should show up on the screen. Okay, it didn't. For now, it will go. Now this is our starter champion, so to get a few rewards we're gonna level this gear as well to level 4. Oh, come on. Ah, okay, just drink my coffee. Oh, it's nearly cold. Level 4 as well. And this one level 4. And there we go. You know, apprentice change complete. So we've got more rewards to get. Okay, this one, and then the rest you can put it on sniper. Ooh, crit rate gloves, very good. Even though it's for sniper, but still very good. And like that. Now we're gonna do it attack as well, attack 2. And that's it. Oh, this one as well, that one, and crit rate as well. Oh, crit rate as well. Oh, okay, so we're gonna say like that. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, we need these 3-star chickens, so we need to do more. Okay, upgrade Athel to level 30. That will be very easy. And we did this one. Now we're gonna do okay, sorry guys, but I have to clear. Okay, this one, that's fine. Now usually I start in here, okay, because when you do these missions, most of them they will take you to campaign. Okay, but you can start doing these ones, and then you get books for either champion you choose to start with, okay, and these ones as well. Okay, or or most people go straight to campaign, okay, and start doing all these stages, okay, and you get books and gear along the way, shards and everything, okay. The problem with this method is that you must have a very strong champion to do 3 stars and all of the stages, because you need 3 stars, okay, because when you do 3 stars, uh, where does he say, yeah, when you do 3 stars you're gonna clear, you see here I didn't do 3 stars on this one. We can actually do it now. Because in easy mode, even though you can leave some stages behind, if you can, especially in the first ones, which they are quite easy to be honest, you need to do 3 stars and all of them, because you get more rewards towards your objective, which is basically we need 800 gems to put masteries on your starter champion. Okay, because each champion he has this thing which is basically masteries, and get all scrolls 800. Okay, and especially for Athel, okay, we actually need to do them because she's very weak, to be honest, to do campaign farmer, and to keep her alive you really need masteries, okay, even though we're gonna have more champions. And I don't know, I still not decide if I should basically put masteries on her, or we can choose. There are 6 codes available, okay. By the time you watch this video probably things are changing, so you need to go to Google and search for promo code. But now we are on 11 of 25, so November, 11 of November of 25. We've got Goody King, which she gives you Ultimate Death Knight. We've got Demon Slayer, which she gives you Fallen, which is a dwarf very strong champion. You could still do it Monkey King, which he gives you Sun Wukong. You can do Get Alice, which is the one that we're gonna do before I forget. You know Alice from Wonderland? There she is. In all its beauty. Okay, and I choose Alice just because she is very strong even without books. Okay, and books in the beginning, you need books to book her skills. Okay, these skills you need like 4 books, 5 books, 3 books. Okay, So 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 books. Okay, and this one you can ascend it as well, which is basically you have to give her 3 stars. Okay, and the way that you ascend the champion is basically you come in here. Okay, you choose it and you give her 3 stars. Okay, but you will need loads of potions, as you can see. Okay, you need always 3 stars. Okay, even if you do 4 and 5, you doesn't gain anything other than nothing, to be honest. You just need 3, cause with 3 you get this skill. Okay, so no matter what, don't try to do 4 or 5. There's a mission that you actually need to ascend the champion to 5 stars, but you will do that with one of these other champions. Okay, because especially Athel. Okay, because she is easier to do that than Alice. Okay, but now, because the main objective of this account is not to show you Alice or Elena real or whatever. Okay, because this is to show you our starter champion, Athel. Okay, and so in here, upgrade Athel to level 30, you get more 15 things. You just need 5 to get a 3-star chicken. Okay, to level Athel to level 30, so to level 40, sorry. So we're gonna do these missions first, and you're gonna get loads of books along the way for her, and at the same time we're gonna level champions. Okay, and the way that we're gonna do that is we're gonna put these 2 champions. Okay, we need 3 pieces in every one of these stages, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, here we go, because we did one already, so we need just 2, and from level 4 until level 7 we need 5 pieces. Okay, so 2 as well. And so far so good, we're doing very well. Okay, so 1 plus 1 that we've got before 2, we need 1 more. And some people are afraid of wasting all the energy. In the beginning you've got loads of energy, so don't be concerned with that. It's not a major issue. it will as you progress in the game. So the best way is to learn how to save energy, but in the beginning you got a lot of energy, so you know. And I'm gonna teach you other ways to get more energy when you're starting to run out. Okay, 2, 3, need 2 more. Important thing now is Athel level 40. Some of her skills bulk and level other champions along the way like War Priest, Sniper, the other guy's name, I don't know his name. Commander? No, it's not Commander. Uh, Never mind. It's hard to remember all the names, especially the ones that you don't play with. Oh, Crusader. Right, okay. I'm sorry, Crusader. And the game now is becoming more easy, to be honest. Because in the past, when I started to play this game, there wasn't the option to choose super raids. So you had to do one piece at a time. So in that time, you would spend a lot of energy, you know, and that's why they probably changed the game. Because people complaining about, because even in the beginning of the game you spend a lot of energy, you know, without no reason. Because right now this is, let's say, easier mod. Your champions are not capable of defeating anyone apart of these four guys, level 3 and level 2. And so, you know, wasting energy, and you know, now you've got this option, super raids. Because if you take out this option, you will give it just one piece of gear. Okay, so you need 5. You could guess how long, and most of the times instead of giving you gear, you would give you the green shards. And you're gonna get so many green shards that at some point you're gonna get fed up of green shards. Well, you know, you never get fed up of green shards because you always need to level champions to be used as a chicken. And that's what you need the green shards for. But I tell you what, I just play one time with Athel. Okay, stun champion. She would be another chicken. As I was about to say, Eiffel actually is not the worst champion in the game, but as a starter, she is a bit crap because she's not a very good campaign farmer, you know, and to be honest, you need to farm campaign a lot to level champions, to get shards, to get gear, you know. because some people like to spend a lot of energy going to the dungeons and get gear from there, kind of dragon, ice golem, fire knight, and I like to get good gear from campaign. For now, the gear it's not good from easy mode. Hard mode is not good either. But from brutal, you can get very good gear, especially crit rate globes and speed gear. You can get 5-star speed gear, which is good because it gives you 45 more speed into your champion. And most of the champions, when they are fast, they are good because they cycle through their skills much quicker, and so they are good. Okay, and I think in here we don't. Yes, you won't think. Yeah, exactly. I was wasting energy. I was speaking with you, and I forget that clear 7 we did in the beginning. Okay, so we get one book now. Win 3 weapons for clearing stage 1 of Sewers of Arnold. And just to let you know, this is the potion keeps where you get potions, okay, to ascend your champions. Okay, this one spirit, arcane, void, force, and magic. Then you've got Minotaur, where you can actually farm the scrolls that you use to put masteries in your champion. So usually what we do is we buy the first masteries for our starter champion, or in our case probably we're gonna buy for Alice because she is our strongest champion. Athel, probably we're gonna be better if we farm her masteries because in kind of damage she is not superior to Alice. Okay. Then we've got Spider, which is quite hard. Usually you need champions with HP burn, okay, because you've got the Spider Queen and then you've got her kids, with about 7 or 8 more little spiders just sting you with poison. Then you've got the Dragon Slayer, okay, wish you can get this kind of gear: accuracy, speed, lifesteal, destroy, toxic, frost, daze, avenging, and stalwart. In here, accuracy, speed, lifesteal, and toxic probably are the best ones. Toxic is Athel. In toxic gear she's good for clan boss because she has weaken, but she doesn't have poisons, right? With toxic gear, it gives you 70% chance to place 2.5% of poison debuff for 2 turns. Okay, so even though she's got no poisons, but she can poison the hell of the clan boss. And then we've got Fire Knight. In here we only get shield set, regeneration, and stun gear, and savage as well. But stun gear is awesome. You know why it's awesome? Stun, you can stun a wave of champions, and while they are stunned, they don't do damage to you, okay? And you can kill them while they are stunned. So it's okay. Okay, where we go? Okay, let's go to this one. But before we go to this one, first tip, click here, join. Now click here. Now look for this mission, win free rare or epic shields from campaign battles. Click take quest, okay, because we're gonna do this mission very easily. And in here, pardon, the same, win a rare or epic shield from a campaign battle. Click here as well, okay, 500. And here you should get a mission to, unless somebody else chosen already, no, upgrade 5 uncommon champions to rank 3 and take quests. Okay, check in, and there we go. We've got 100, 300, 650 of coins. Okay, why this is very important? If you go to clan boss, now we've got chickens. We don't want chickens, okay? We want energy. Each and every week, this one it change from chicken to energy. And each pot of energy costs you 100 coins. So you've got already 550. You can get 550 of energy. Okay? Then, if you've got enough energy and you don't need energy, you can actually choose another clan, and in here you get these revenge accessories. Okay? And this is very good as well, because each time someone hits you, you can counterattack with this piece of gear. Okay? You can also choose Yakarl Scorch Fragments, which costs you 150 coins. You've got this one Yannick as well. It costs you 100 points. And so on. But from here, I advise you first, if you need energy, and then instead of Yannicka, which is not a bad champion, but Yakarl, it's awesome. Okay, he's one of the best champions in the game, because he has freeze, decrease speed, increase speed, freeze again, and when he is ascended, he does unkillable as well. Yannicka, it's a bit different. Yannicka, he has Leech, Perfect Veil, Ignored Shield buffs, and nothing else. And it just increases ally attack in all battles for 30%, so nothing important. Okay, so now we've got 100, 300, 650 of energy to conquer. And it's gonna be good because when we finish doing these missions, we're gonna start doing campaign, and we're gonna do that missions very quickly. Okay, so now we're gonna do this one without nothing to distract us. Okay, and the reason that I did this one first with only 2 champions is that now, because we've got 3 stars and all of the stages, you can bring more than 1 champion. Okay, so you can do like that, bring all your other champions. Okay, and there we go. We're gonna do the challenge or the mission, and we're gonna level champions at the same time, and you're gonna win more silver, which is the money currency of the game. Okay, this is 2 of the best tips of the game, especially that one that I told you before, because you can do several times. You can always change your clan, do that missions, get more coins, and there you go. Usually what people do is they do Yakar fragments. You can actually do, I think you can only do one each and every day, if I'm not mistaken. So usually people spend always 100 coins in doing, or 150 coins in doing Yakar. Okay, I think we did 3 already. Yeah, okay. And these stages, you should pay attention to not waste any energy. If you do, I mean, nothing to be concerned of, but if you can prevent yourself of losing energy, it's best for you. And now, because we did that, we choose that clan challenges where we're gonna get the epics and the rare pieces of gear from campaign. We're gonna do campaign with Alice and probably Athel, because by the time we finish these missions, she will reach level 30 in no time, and so we can level Athel to level 40, because in every stage of this game there is something called affinity, which is basically only void champions are neutral against affinity, meaning that if you've got a stage with like these ones, they are all force apart from this one, which is spirit. Okay, and as you can see in here, force is strong against magic. Okay, which is these two are magic. Okay, and force is very weak against spirit. Okay, so this one is very weak against this one. Okay, and magic is very strong against spirit as well. So magic is strong against spirit. And then we've got void, which is basically neutral. Okay, this is called affinity. Okay. And so in some stages, force champions are not very good, and the best champions to do the campaign actually are magic champions. So we've got Athel and Alice to do campaign for us. We've got also the which is magic as well, if I'm not mistaken. So for that we actually not too bad. Okay, I think we need two more. And one thing that you should keep in mind is that this is the beginning of campaign. Okay, this is the easy stages. So the gear that you get from here are not really good, to be honest. Even though you can get some 2 stars crit rate or 2 stars speed boots, if you do get that, don't throw them away or don't sell them just yet, because you've got missions in here that he asks you to. I think we've got enough. No, okay, we need one more. Because you've got some missions in here that ask you to level some gear to level 12, and it's much cheaper if you level a piece of gear with 2 stars to level 12 than a piece of gear with 5 or 6 stars. Okay, that ones are quite expensive, so you know that's the only reason you should keep some of this gear. Apart from that, to be honest, as soon as you open the brutal campaign, you will sell, in most cases you will sell all of your gear and start to kind of regenerate your gear with the gear that you get from brutal, because on brutal you get always 4 star 5 star pieces of gear. Okay, so 2 stars and 3 stars, they become quite redundant because you want 4, 5, and 6 stars of gear. Like you saw that chest, 3 stars. For now it's good, and for hard it's good as well. But it's a chest piece, is not. But if it was a speed set or gauntlet, which is globes basically, it would be good. 3 stars crit rate, it gives you about 25 of yeah, 25 or 30% of crit rate, so it's always good. Not 30%. 3 stars they give you about 25%, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I always starting new accounts, there's so many stuff in my head that it's kind of hard to memorize everything. Another thing that you notice, some people they start to give up this game, playing this game, because they believe they are not able to progress in the game with this kind of champions. You see, we are about half an hour now playing the game, or a bit more, and we didn't use Alice just yet, you know, and we are doing these challenges with, with Athel, with Sniper, with Conqueror, and with War Priest without top champions, It's just a question of you must start to doing some stuff where you can actually level your champions, uh, grab good gear or some good rewards, and that's it. It's like some people say, who should I choose as a start champion? You know, in this game, poisons and HP are the main sources of damage, you know, and Eiffel, Elhain, and Gaelic, they haven't got any sort of HP or poison. So, you don't need to think too much. you know, you have to choose scale because he has poisons. So, in other words, he's the strongest of the starters. He might not be the best, depends on if you want to go to Fire Knight, he's not definitely the best in there, you know. But because he has poisons, he's the best starter, and he's the best campaign farmer. And that's why, you know. And he does also a crit rate skill. If you've got, I think you only need 85% of crit rate on him. Because he does a skill where he gets the other 15% of critical rate, and so he's a very strong champion to the start of the game, you know. Okay, now, and I'm talking, and I'm not counting how many pieces of gear we've got, so I think, okay, no, stage 3, 3, 5, and 7, okay, 3, 5, and 7. Okay, guys, I don't speak now until we complete this, otherwise I'm gonna lose myself. 3, 5, and 7. Okay, 3, 5, think we need 2 pieces, so we've got one. It's not a major disaster, as I said, if you waste energy in here, but the best way is to not. So my advice is count properly, okay? So that you don't have to do as I have to do now. Okay. I will just do it again because I think stage 7 we only get a piece of gear, so we need 4 more. We did already 1 plus stage before we did 2, so now most likely we need 2 more. Okay, if you're not sure, as I'm not now, we can just press in here. Okay, and that's it. It will show you straight away if you've done it. Okay, now we have to upgrade. Okay, so we upgrade already from Athel, and so now we're gonna grab these guys. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade from this one to Unreal, because you remember, as I said, we're gonna progress in the campaign with Alice and Unreal, because they are the strongest champions, or with Athel. Either way, Athel is already with the gear at 4 stars. So now we're gonna choose some gear for Alice. Now I don't know if we've got some. Let's just try it. Ooh, we do. Crit rate. Speed, no? Okay. Attack. Yeah. Okay, so we complete the set in there. Okay. Now we take from here. And we can put the rest like that. Attack. 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 Okay. And this one. Okay. And now we're gonna upgrade this one as well, because that way she has already 22% of crit rate, which is nothing to be honest, but for now okay. There we go. But we did a mistake in there, because I'm quite sure that I didn't put the gear on her. Of course not. Okay, so okay, reiterate and the attack and this one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay, and this here, to be honest, well, you can create as well a preset and call it like extras. Okay, extras. You know why this gear might be good if we level to level 8? It would be good for here, faction wars. Okay? Because this is another tip that I've got for you to be easier to do faction wars. Usually we swap gear between champions. Ooh, and we've got our poisoner girl as well. Okay. And you, my darling, this is the gear for you. And then we just need trade, speed. Okay, and then we just need, now in here let's put poisoner, even though Elenril is a poisoner as well, but is more for attack. And then we just need a chest piece of lifesteal gear, and we complete the set so that we can use it straight away for one boss. Okay, so now win a 3-star weapon. Okay, another book. And there we go. And that way we're gonna level our champions basically without wasting energy, because we have to do these missions, and we're gonna get books. So we kind of start farming from the first stages, you know, because Sniper and Conqueror, or what's his name of this guy? I don't remember again. Crusader. They only 2 stars, you know. And you remember that clan mission that we have to make 5 uncommons to level 3? Here we go. We're gonna do it. And this chick in here, War Priest, this one in here, will be most likely, we're gonna make it a 4-star to serve as a chicken to put Athel at 5 stars. And we're gonna do it that in, I don't know, probably in the next few hours. Depends how it goes, but usually it doesn't take a lot of time, because we're gonna make Athel level 40 first. Now she's gonna be level 30 in no time. Then we're gonna upgrade our gear to level 8 so that we get. You saw that free star chickens in that screen, so we're gonna use them to upgrade Athel to level 4. And then level 4 we're gonna do some missions and some challenges, and we're gonna get more 2-star chickens. We've got another one in the arbiter missions. The last mission, we've got a 4-star chicken in there. We're gonna get 2 more from the missions, I think, and we just need 1 more 4 stars to make Athel a 5-star champion. So yeah, we're gonna do that in no time. But first we're gonna do like that because we're gonna focus on Athel. And now I should swap already champions because you see Sniper and Crusader, they already level 20. Okay, so I can actually swap them. Take these ones out, put this one and this one. It doesn't matter which ones. We need 5 to be level 30, so and after we level Athel, we're gonna swap her with probably Alice, so that Alice she can get some levels as well. Because right now she is more important than Elenaril. Elenaril is a poisoner. She will be together with Fane our damage dealers and clan boss because they both have poisons. And so that's why we need to get some levels to Alice, because she will be the one going with us in the campaign. But let's see, we don't need to rush it. And there's another thing that I struggle a lot when I start to play this game, and now I understand the best way to do it. But in the beginning, people think, oh, it's gonna be very hard to get 5-star chickens and blah 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 and to level level my star champion to 6 stars, blah blah blah. My advice to you is that, and sometimes I be doing that, it doesn't mean that you have to do it yourself, but there's two ways to do it as well. First, you can use the champions that you've got now to be as chickens, okay? Including Alice. Alice, she's a 5 star. Fane, she's a 4 star. Ulanaril, she's a 5 star as well. So if you really need to make Athel 6 stars, you know, I don't see a bad reason to do that. Because to be honest, if you keep playing this game, you will get these kind of champions sooner or later, you know. It's There are some champions that you can't get them more than one time per se, you know. It's very difficult to kind of some rares like Cold Hearts, legendaries like Duke's Lily to Elika, Mashal, you know, I mean, there is some champions, they are very difficult to get them in the charts, you know. So if you have them, you should keep them. But if you are desperate, I wouldn't, you know, I would advise you not to do it, but I wouldn't, you know, be mad with you if you do that. The most general way that people do it is basically to farm campaign until you open brutal stage, and then 12 free, where you can farm a lot of champions. You know, you farm champions from 3 stars to 4 stars, then 4 stars to 5 stars, and then 5 stars to 6 stars. Okay? And that way you get energy. The energy, no, sorry, you get silver, and you get levels on your champions. On the other side, you waste a lot of energy. Okay? So sometimes you have to wait to get more energy so that you can do that. But it all depends on you, because and depends on RNG as well, because when you start to get ancient shards and sacred shards, and in the campaign you can win some of them, you can pull up very good champions. Okay, and so you can actually, you know, you can even use Athel as a chicken if you grab a better champion than her, you know. The game is like that. If you get a better champion than the champion you've got, that's fine. You know, just use him as a chicken. Okay? For me, the basic rule of this game is to have a campaign farmer, a speed booster, a decreased defense champion, a decreased attack champion, and a poison or HP champion. Okay? So we've got Fane. Fane, she has poisons and she has decreased defense. So for clan boss, top tier. For clan boss, okay? For campaign and waves, she's not really good because she is very squishy. She's very weak. You have to keep her alive, you know. So she's only good for clan boss. That's the true thing about it. Okay. Uh, Decrease defense, you've got in Deadlands, you've got War Maiden, which is a rare, and she has 75%, if I'm not mistaken, of decreased defense. So is a champion that you should try to get get there from Deadlands, stage 8. We will try to get her anyway when you start campaigning a farming campaign. Okay, now swap, swap. We're gonna swap our Athel with Alice because Athel is already level 30. And that way we don't waste energy, because if you keep running with Athel, we don't give her any levels because she is already level 30. We have to make her level 40 first before we can get any more levels on her, so that's why we swap her with Alice. And as I mentioned before, we need Alice to farm campaign for us. And she is quite strong. And War Priest is already level 30 as well. So it's time to put another champion. And that's how you do it, you know. While you do with a mission or a challenge, if you still have some stages to do, you swap your champions to give them some levels. Okay, this one and that one. And if you do things like that, you know, the game becomes very easier for you, because you see, one of the missions we need to make two uncommon champions to level 3. Okay, we already got Sniper and Crusader level 20. Okay, so they are ready to be at level 3. These ones, they are level 16 already, and this one level 2, so these 3 more, and we've got already 5, and we're gonna get more 100 coins or 100 points from that coin, where we can get more energy. I call her my saver bank. Because in my accounts, when I run out of energy, that's what I'm gonna get more energy from. Because it's easy busy. And for all of you watching this video, this is kind of a guide with Athel. Next I will do with Gaelic. Then I will do with Elhain. And for last, I will leave Kale for last, because Kale, everybody knows Kale. Including me. But honestly, I'm very curious to see how good he is in fact, Gaelic, because honestly, I just play with him. I still got that account if I'm not mistaken. I just play with him until level 20, 25, I think. I stopped at about that. I know that because it's one of the accounts that at level 20 you get one more champion, and then at level 30 you get another one. And I remember getting one champion, but I didn't get the other one, which is at level 30. And that's why I remember that account. I think the champions were Vergis and Tyrell, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I don't remember. But I didn't like him, to be honest. And back in the days you get, well, like now they are giving us the best lifesteal gear set in the day login reward. And back in the days it was the same. And even with good gear, I don't know, I didn't like him. But the thing is, I like to try different combinations, so most likely uh, I will start with Gaelic, but I'm not gonna start with probably or either Elenril, or I will swap the promo code to not use Alice and choose, pardon, another champion. You might say, okay, you want to featuring the starter champions, but you're doing some things with Alice or Elenril. Well, I don't want to suffer. I'm not masochist. I suffer a lot with this game, so I'm just gonna show you how good the champions are. It's not basically I have to do everything with these champions. No, I will try to use them to most of the things, but it doesn't mean that I will have to use them for everything. Because come on guys, it's nowadays you always got uh, new starter links. You know, you don't start with only your starter champion anymore. That's over, you know. You always get links from, I don't know, El Hades, Ash, the links that I've got in my description, You always get starter links, so you always get good champions to start with. So it doesn't mean that I have to stick with. Yeah, I will try to use them to most of the stuff, but that's it. Okay. I saw already some people they are really masochists, kind of just using and commons. There's a guy, Erroneous. I saw his videos, guys. Honestly, it's a bit funny, you know, but it's no sense, honestly, because that champions they are so weak, you know, you can barely do something with them, you know. But I don't know. I may make a video with kind of choosing uh, Fallen or even Alice as kind of my starter champion, and then just play with guys like that, just to try to level them to create more chickens for my Alice of Fallen. That would be funny, to be honest. But most likely I have to choose another link where I can grab. There's still a good links with Karatu, and then I can do campaign very quickly with Karatu and Alice or Fallen, one of these two, because they are both very strong, or even Sun Wukong. Do all the campaign, open brutal, and then start to farm that champions in brutal, and spend all my energy doing that. It's possible. I don't say it's not, but I don't know. Okay, we can choose two more champions. Ooh, You see, if this champion was good, he will take 6 plus 5, 11 books. Yeah, he is not good, to be honest, 11 books, we've got already 6 books half of his skills. Okay, and to grab a free stars, you don't need to do stage 7, it's only until stage 6, so we've done already. Okay, so 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, and then we're gonna get more 75 of energy. Alright, so that's why I like to start the game like that. Okay, so we need to an attack champion. I have to think because okay, crit rate. And this one crit rate as well. Okay, we're gonna put this one. It doesn't really matter, but crit rate on that crap champions, it doesn't make much a difference, but it does some difference. In the beginning, it's better than nothing. That's what I used to say. You see this one, speed gear, 3 stars, very good. Okay, now to level 8. So you guess it. Now we're gonna get 8 stars for Athel, cause that way we're gonna get that 3-star chickens. And then we're gonna start doing the missions. This one is speed, we can do to level 12. Okay, and always the same. this one, I'm gonna make her level 12 as well. Okay, she has some speed already, thank God for that. And then that one. Okay. Now equip the champion with accessory. Okay. So this accessory we have to do spider. And then on spider we can, there we go, 3-star chickens. And on spider we can actually get the accessory. And then we're gonna get a mission to farm attack gear with 2 stars or whatever. Usually I like to do it straight away. But I'm afraid our champions are very weak to do spider right now. You know, because but you know what? We can try. Because the first stages are not so bad, to be honest. And you can get an accessory for Athel or for any of our champions, so that we can use straight away. Because if you could get more energy even before you start doing campaign, it's even better, you know. Oh, I told you it was 7 or 8? No, it's more. Four, 6, 8, 10. Shadow ring, right. Very good. We've got shadow ring. Nobody. Thank you very much, Raid. You're very kind. Guys, we just try it. Let's see if we are able to beat at least this stage. I don't know, they are very weak still. And the gear is not the best. Okay, fine, she's gone. Alright. That one is good. HP. HP burn. It's very good. Okay, another Shadow King. Oh my god. And orcs. I ain't got any orcs in my team. Come on. God's sake. Some of you might think I can get some accessories in the new dungeon as well, you know, but I'm not very keen to spend energy on that new dungeon. First because it's a bit hard. I try it in some of my other accounts, and even with champions better than this one is quite hard. First, second and third uh, stage that's fine, but usually you can start to get things that you need about stage 5 or stage 6, which is quite hard. Alright, so now they're gonna kill us without any effort. Alright, I will try again, or 2 or 3 times. As I told you in the beginning, we're not very concerned about energy spending, and besides we're gonna get a lot of energy from if we can get an accessory. It could happen that the game always gave us Shadow King gear because we ain't got any champion of Shadow King gear, and that's why I suspect the game knows that we are we champions we are played with. And it's not a conspiracy theory because, you know, I would get surprised because sometimes you have the idea that the game knows, you know, and there's no smoke if there is no fire. Okay, Bannerlord and Barbarian. Okay, Bannerlord. She is Bannerlord, I think. Yeah. we need to do one or two more times. Okay, we open faction words, orcs again, Shadowkin again. The game is really playing games with us, to be honest, you know. I know he's disappointed. Sacred Order and Bannerlords. Sacred Order, and Bannerlords. He's Bannerlords? No, Sacred Order as well. Oh my god. Okay. Let's do just one thing. Let's go here. And let's do faction wars. And you should do this every single day, because in here you get, oh pardon, you get some kind of relics that you can use to, you get glyphs, and you get this kind of, what they call it, it's called bloodstone, but they don't tell you what this is. But this is where you need to basically farm gear in the forge. But the forge will open only at stage 30. 30. So until then, we should do faction wars every day. Get these kind of pieces, and these ones as well. Will stone, and then we can craft gear that actually it's very good gear. And the glyphs is like, if you want to do a speed tune to a team, you must, your decreased defense champion must be faster than your nuker. So let's say that you've got Kale with 160 speed, and you've got Ugu with 159 speed. You need to glyph his gear, so that she is faster than Kale, so she needs more 2 points of speed. So you need to use some glyphs, some speed glyphs to achieve that. That's why people use the so-called glyphs. And when you finish Faction Wars, you get as well one of the best champions of the game, which is Lydia, the Death Siren. But I don't know, she will take you probably 2 years, probably 3 years. It depends what champions you've got. Oh my god. I hate when this happens. And stage 1 you get glyphs with one star. Uh, from stage 5, stage 5 or stage 6, you start to get 3-star glyphs and 4-star glyphs, you know. But in the first stages you only get 1-star glyph. But it doesn't really matter, cause you're gonna still use them, for sure, to make your champions faster. Because you know Alice, she's a very good champion, very strong champion, but right now she's got what, 99 speed? She's awful now. She lacks speed. If I glyph some of her speed, some of her gear, sorry, I could reach more, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 8, more speed to her. And that's why people glyph the gear. The thing is, some people say that you should only glyph gear when you've got the gear max. I mean, like speed boots. If you've got speed boots level 8 or 12, there's no point in glyphing, because you can still upgrade to level 16, you know, which is the maximum. And then when you reach level 16 you can actually upgrade more with glyphs. You can put more speed into it. That's what people means. But sometimes for a decreased defense champion, I don't really bother with that. If I need more speed, you know, especially because sometimes you can't glyph the gear. for some reason, you know. There's this game, it's not everything straightforward, to be honest, you know. Come on, girl, at least let's do this first stage. No, she's gonna die. I know that for a fact. 1 against 4, come on, guys. And she's a girl. They don't care. They said, yeah, I'm still kill her. I knew it. Alright, we try. We really try. Tippity Shadowkin. See? How many champions I've got? Loads, yeah? That's why Spider just gave us Shadowkin. And you say what? I'm paranoid? I like to do conspiracy theories? What do you think? You think I'm wrong? Yeah, keep thinking like that. Okay, now before we go to campaign, we're gonna do the dungeons first. Okay, and first we are going to level Athel, level 4. Now in here we will put more of the champions that we need to level out. And these missions, they've got kind of 3 phases. First one, you need to reach level 3, okay? Then you need to reach level 5. Being the exception, it's force keep. In the force keep, you need to apply decreased defense to a champion on stage 5, and then you need to do stage 7, okay? So for now, we're gonna do stage 5 of all of them, okay? Because that way we do stage 3 and we let stage 5 open for the next phase, okay? Because that way we make ourselves easy runs, okay? You do that when you've got at least a good champion like I've got here, being Alice, which is really strong. If you just got your starter champion and more like these champions in here, don't do that. Okay. Usually this stage is quite hard because she heals herself, but until stage 7 it's quite easier. So now on stage 5 is not a major issue. And then when we finish these dungeons, we're gonna start doing campaign. Because we've got some levels on Athel. She is now 4 stars. Oh, pardon. And we've got some levels on Alice as well. And so we will try to do campaign together with the missions. It's best to do the missions because you've got some stages where you have to do campaign as well. And then we stop streaming when we reach that point where you can advance more before we can do 500,000 to one boss. That's the idea. And probably we might call this video as, I don't know, episode 1. And then we will carry on because I don't know, I have to plan because the next I wanna do the same with Gaelic as well. And honestly, I have to do all over again because he's a different champion. I don't know if this was a good idea or not, because to be honest, I have loads of videos teaching you how to start the game, how to progress the game, how to get more energy, But after that clan boss mission, I ain't got a lot of videos featuring that. And that's what I'm actually lacking on my personal view. Alright. And this part of the game is a bit, uh, how should I call it? It's a bit annoying, because you have to do several stages. But this is always good in my opinion. This is always good because you are leveling champions, even though they don't level that much. But remember, it's always the same. Better, less than nothing. Okay? So it's like if you can have a 2-star globes with crit rate, it's much better, I don't know, 15% or 10% that gives you than having nothing, than having HP globes or attack globes. Okay? So always keep that in mind. And the worst gear that you've got, but the gear that you are using now, it might be good later on for faction wars, for another type of champions that you can get. So this game, yeah, is a bit annoying most of the times, you know. You have to do the same things over and over again. But where you start to get really, really, really dopamine in this game, is when you start to gaining shards, blue shards, or ancient shards. because in there you can get very good champions, including legendaries, especially when you've got a 2x event. But and as you're progressing in the game, you're gonna get better gear as well. You're gonna get speed gear. You're gonna make your champions faster. So I mean, don't get bored. Don't get annoying because the path to your first level 60, it's a bit hard. It is in fact hard. But after you've got a level 60, the game becomes a piece of cake. That's the thing. Because then you can win tournaments, you can farm very good gear from stage 12, 13 from Dragon, from Ice Golem. I don't really like the gear that you get from Ice Golem, but you can get good gear from there as well. You get good gear from Fire Knights. You can get very good glyphs from faction wars, especially in this case we've got Athel. So I don't know if we're gonna get level 60 Athel or if you're gonna get Alice level 60 first. I don't know. The thing is, even though I prefer to have Alice level 60 first because she is stronger, Athel, she is much cheaper to level 60 than Alice. Because to ascend Alice, you're gonna spend a lot of potions, more than you have to do to level Athel, and you're gonna struggle to get legendary books at beginning for Alice, whilst you get a lot of books for Athel, you know. So keep that in mind. Well, the potions. I've got an account where I ascended. Uh, what's his name? A fallen to a 3 stars, and that guy, oh my god, that guy takes so many potions. I spend loads of energy just to ascend him to level 3, because he takes most of the potions that he takes. It's the big ones. And at the beginning of the game, you cannot kind of farm later stages of the dungeons. Later stages is where you get the big potions. These first stages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until stage 7, 8, it's average. You can in times get a big potions, but usually you get small potions. And I was able to do that with Fallen because he is very strong, and I was quite lucky in that account because I've got ganglets with crit rate, 4 stars if I'm not mistaken. So I've got him with 92, 92 or 93 crit rate. So he is a beast. And he's only level 50, by the way. And this one, the magic, we're gonna do 2 or 3 times until we get one of the median potions. Because for Athel to ascend her to level 3 we need at least 2 of the median potions. And we can do more than stage 5 for now in this dungeon. Because you see, blue, blue, and blue. Alright? So our 3 best champions are magic, are blue. So we need loads of blue potions. So, it's better if we can get some right now before we progress further in the game. Because most of the people don't advise you to do that, because there are some missions in the arbiter missions that you're gonna get some potions and others that you need to farm 25 uh, blue potions and all that. But we need Athel ascended. And Alice will become, a god if she is ascended as well. For now, probably it would be impossible to farm the potions that she needs to, because she needs the big potions as well, the same as and you see this guy in here, this guy can steal her shield, you know. Oh, you see, we gone. We are still very weak to do stage 7. Okay, so we're gonna carry on with stage 6 at least to get 2 of that middle one. But I was saying, this guy in here is still the shield of the blue boss, and that's why most of the times I like to do campaign first, get some accuracy pieces of gear, and then put some accuracy on him. Because if he has some accuracy, he can steal the buffs. You see, remove buff. You know, He removes his shield without accuracy, you know. And then if my champions were quite fast, you know, I could basically do stage 8, stage 9, stage 10, you know, very easy with this dungeon, you know. But the thing is, we ain't got accuracy for this guy. So he does his skills, but not as the way that I wanted. And the game don't wanna give us the that median potions, as I said. Okay, and now I start to get a bit bored. Okay, so I think we've got enough to level Athel, at least. Let's just see. Oh, I can even do the level 3, you see? Now Alice. Oh my god. You see? 6. 6 and these ones are the big ones. You see? So 6 for these ones we need 60 of these ones. So yeah. The linear the same. And then we need 4 of these ones. So yep. Okay, so now we're gonna do stage 5. We get two of that greens that we don't actually need. Uh, the game is really funny. It just gives you what you don't need, and what you need, it don't give you. That's that's the funny thing about the race. But if you know the game, you don't take it serious. You just laugh with it. Okay, now this one, you only need level 4. Cause then we did faction wars, we did the dungeons, we tried spider. So yeah, we can start doing the missions in the campaign until we reach that level. Well, when we reach mission 53, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 53, where you can get the shield set, I would be really happy because I can change the lifesteal gear. Oh no, I don't need. I can put the shield set on Alice because Alice now she has crap gear, isn't she? Exactly, because the one with lifesteal gear is Athel, so I can actually put the shield set on Alice, and there we go. And I've got a very good duo to do campaign, easy, and probably the normal stage, and then for brutal we will need to improve a lot, but that's it. And that one, the force, is the one that you need to apply a decreased defense, but I'm not gonna be concerned with that. Right? Okay. Now, let me see in the novice tournament, because we want to get that speed gear, definitely. Oh, we are too far away from it. Okay. Because we didn't do any campaign or any arena. The arena is where you can get most points for. Yeah, Athel has the speed gear, the lifesteal gear. She has crit rate and attack gear. Okay, more speed. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, and that's it. We ain't got any more for fame. Okay, okie dokie. So this one we can left for later. Now use 4 XP brews at the tavern. Okay, 4 brews. 4 brews. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 5. Then we've got 2, 4, 5. Okay. We need to do like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. And like that. Okay. Because now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 10. So Summon free champions. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So now summon more 5 champions. Then summon more. Okay. Let's clear stage 1. And why, you may ask, why did I summon a lot of dark champions? Well, we've got 10 champions at maximum level, to stars levels, yeah. So I have to put them on 3 stars. Because that's the way you should level your champions. Use potions to level them until level 20, and then take them to campaign and do the rest. Okay, now let's see how good they are now. And most of the times when I've got a very good team and I want to progress further, when I get to like this mission, I carry on with campaign, try to finish the easy mode, because along the way you get more gear and you get more champions as well. Usually, even if you don't get more champions, you will get more gear, you know. And we have to do that mission as well. And so we might actually do that, because I need to use chess piece, I think, that we need for Pain to complete her lifesteal set. And we're gonna take her to clan boss, and to do 3 stars for a day we need to do the 2 keys on clan boss. So I want to do 1 million and something, basically just 1 key. That's what you're gonna do until we lose a champion. That's the best way. In this stage, sometimes we can get a very good champion, which is Spirit Host. She cleans buffs and she increases the attack, so she would be awesome for to play alongside Alice. But usually we get her on stage 1. If we don't get her yet, we are not getting it. Now we get a lot of shards, so the game probably are telling us to try on the normal mode, which I believe we're gonna get her on normal mode or brutal. Okay, we get one of the pieces of gear that we need to. That's why we are doing campaign. Because honestly, we don't need to do this right now. Because doing the missions, there are some things that we have to do that we need to do on campaign. We're gonna finish this stage and then we're gonna do the mission. Because I don't know, with Athel it looks like it takes more time to do this stuff than I usually take, to be honest. This champion, it has poisons, so if you don't have any poisons, okay, the only thing different than this one to other champions is that you need to add a 50% chance of placing a 5% poison for one turn if this attack is critical. Yeah, you need to crit. So it might be quite hard in the beginning, because having gear with crit rate is like a miracle in the beginning of the game. Unless you are very lucky. I mean good crit rate gear, because I pull up this crit rate to stars on Alice, and she not even have 50%, not even half of what she needs. Alright, they emerge. Alright. Create a rare attack champion type. Rare, not rare. Okay, so get the referral link. That's it. Fight in classic arena 3 times. Yes. Okay, in here, there's another tip. In here, first, do like that to this mission, then go again and put like that. Okay? Because like that, it will give you always, you know, the average players, not very good, not very bad, players like at your level, because otherwise you're gonna get players with 9,000 and 100,000. Ooh, I'm impressed. You saw? what I saw. Gaelic ascended 4 stars and sniper quite strong in there. They beat me. And remember, I've got Alice. See now, weaker than me is gonna beat me. Oh, okay. See, Spirit Host is shaking here. Spirit Host, very good champion. Oh, this one we might lose because they've got the gore, which is a reviver. So, yes, okay, good. That's why we're gonna win. Okay. UDK is a very good player, but a very good champion. But he's only good with good gear. And some people don't know how to gear his champions, and so he's very good for us. We have to take advantage. Now on Muka Mastery, it's gonna be you, my darling. Yeah. She needs crit rate. Okay, now here on Minotaur, you only bring champions that you intend to keep. Okay? In this case, that's the only ones I want to keep. Okay? Because for Priest, she's gonna turn into a chicken. Sniper the same. Uh, it's not Conqueror, the other guy, Crusader as well, and so on. Okay? So this is the only champions that I intend to keep. Because you will get books for them, and so you don't wanna waste books and some champions that you're gonna use them as a chicken. Even though, as I said, if the game goes bad, when I say if the game goes bad is if I reach like nearly Doom Tower and I ain't got a level 60, probably I might use these champions as a chicken. Because honestly I don't care. I care about a level 60. That's the thing. In my other accounts I struggle a lot because I want to keep every single champion. It's kind of a silly thing, but you get attached to most of these champions, you know. But the thing is, apart from apart from some champions which I described to you before, like Elika, Demith, Cold Heart, you know, some champions you will struggle a lot to pull them twice, you know, because they are very, very, very hard to come by, especially white champions. The other champions, you know, And besides having a level 60, you can actually do clan boss. You're gonna get a lot of rewards from there, you know. Even though this account is not, probably I'm gonna farm champions to build a lot of chickens and keep these champions, especially Elena, Real and Fane, because Fine she is a top tier for clan boss, definitely. She has loads of skills like decrease defense, decrease attack, weaken I think, you know. Elena really is poisoned because we ain't got Kale, so you know, I feel is kind of, it could be a chicken to be honest. But now that we put books on her, we're not gonna do that. And Alice, if she has very good crit rate, she becomes a very good nuker. So, you know, most likely I'm gonna level Alice until level 50, try to ascend her, see how she does. And if she does well, probably I'm gonna farm a lot of champions, make 5-star chickens, and turn Alice into a 60 start level goddess. I actually like her, you know. And she is really good even without the books, that's the point. I could choose Fallen, I could choose Sun Wukong, I could choose UDK, Ultimate Death Knight, I could choose Ruark as well, there's a code for him. I could choose Sigmund the Ice Shield, but in general I think Alice is the best one. Okay, now we need to start to build chickens as well from here. Gonna go for this one because this one she has poisons as well. Yeah. And all the champions like this one, she has poison. She applies poisons, but she actually needs accuracy for that to be reliable. She still applies poisons, but to be reliable, she needs to have accuracy. Okay, that's why oh shit, most of the times you want to farm the you want to farm campaign a lot of times, because you can even farm good gear, good accuracy gear from campaign. Because some sets you don't really need top gear for. Like accuracy, you only need 2 pieces to make 40. 40? I think it's 40% of to make 40 more of accuracy. And for clone boss, you only need 70. So if we equip a champion like that with 4 pieces of accuracy and let's say 2 pieces of speed gear, there we go. No? Okay. I think there's something missing, no? Okay. Right. Equipped another champion with 6 life artifacts. Okay, life, attack, defense. Okay, let's put this one. We can actually do like the worst gear ever. And these guys. Okay, we know of each type of. Okay. Okay. You know, some uncommons are not that bad. This one battle sister is not that bad, because if she has enough crit rate, she become really strong. This is take a bit more time than I would expect, guys. It's nearly 5 o'clock. I don't remember what time did we start, but I think we already playing for 3 hours. Probably more. But I want to have an idea as well how to do this kind of stuff, you know, starting a new account with Gale, Gaelic, Elhain, and Athel. But honestly, it's a bit boring. don't get me wrong, we're progressing very well. Okay, I will stick with this one. We could even bring 2 more champions because I forget. That's why you shouldn't play this game when we are already tired. You don't think properly. You know, I could bring more champions. Give some levels to other champions, you know. Come on, Spirit Host. Come home. If we pull her, it would be awesome. Yeah, but it would be impossible. Okay, now more free potions. We gotta go here. Okay, now we get one of the middle ones. Now that we don't need. This game is absolutely. Okay, one. We need 2 more. Because I think to win the novice tournament, we really need to do the missions until the half million clan boss mission. The one where we're gonna stop. And that's because we've got 300 something points. We need 1000 points. And the place where we get more points is actually on arena. Okay, we need one more. But sometimes I prefer to do campaign just because, you see, Athel is still level 29. She doesn't involve that lot, you know. If I was doing campaign, she would be nearly level 40 already, you know. That's the difference between. I think instead of spending energy, we're getting some energy from here in some way. Because we don't waste energy, and we level champions and all that. So, you know, and we win energy as well. Like this mission, he gave us 50 of energy. Now we need attack. You see, these globes, you should keep them because they've got crit rate. Okay, better less than nothing. And I've got my dinner ready, guys. So we're not gonna carry on until that mission, unfortunately. We will finish this mission, and I need to go to the loo as well, so. But we leave this video as episode 1, and we will carry on with episode 2, probably tomorrow. And thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe, and hang on, I'm not saying bye bye yet. We ain't got yet that attack here. No guys, really, thanks for watching. I wish you a very good day. Enjoy yourselves. Take care, and I will see you on episode 2, where we're gonna progress from here. And this is, well, we have to still finish this mission because I wanna see the point where we stopped. Because I wanna came back. Okay, attack. We got it. Okay, mission 27. Okay, next one is to go to Ice Column. Okay, and okay, we get this one. I got the book, we got potions, and we need this to start chicken, or 4-star chickens. Okay, we did this one. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this Inferno guy, it's fine. It's nearly the double of how much we got. Alright. Okay, and now I'm just gonna put all the champions in a reserve vault. And these ones as well. And there's only one mission, summon 6 common champions. Okay. We're just gonna do this one. Oh, there it goes, Outlaw Monk. 2. Very good. Alright guys, I did that because now we just need to speed, no, crit rate, oh no, okay, good. Remember what I told you, we need to put this chick at basically at level 40, okay, because we gonna get uh, um, we're gonna need one more to start chickens. Okay, next one we're gonna get 2 stars, and then with we ain't got any. Okay, but then if we got this one 4 stars, we've got 2 more from that mission, and then if you come in here, we've got here another 4-star chicken. Okay, so we can put Athel level 50 in no time. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this video right here, and okay, mission 27 guys, it was a pleasure. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye. And I see you next time. Bye bye. Take care.